Oh, hello. You know, big things are coming. And I don't just mean the fact that the next Magic the Gathering set has dinosaurs in it, or pirates, but the fact that it has both. Ixalan ahoy, me thunderous lizard mateys! Now, even though Hour of Devastation has barely just had its pre-release, Wizards of the Coast is already hyping not only Ixalan, but the set following that, Rivals of Ixalan, Unstable, Iconic Masters, Dominara, Masters 25, and Core 2019. That's 7 sets taking us into 2019. So that means there's no time to lose when it comes to making predictions for the next set. Please note, I have not read, nor am I just personally interested in, the massive leaks that have already happened for Ixalan. I don't care if you read them, but they're just not for me. For all I know, some of my predictions in this video will be confirmed or denied already by these leaks. But just know that these predictions that you're about to see were made without having read them. But before I get to my preposterous professor predictions for Ixalan, let's take a look at my score from Amonkhet block. Now, prediction number 1, Bolas wins. Prediction number 2 has to do with the flavor of the plane of Amonkhet. I think we're going to be seeing a lot less of the realistic Egyptian mythos and a lot more of Egyptian horror and fantasy flavor. Think, in other words, mummies and ghouls more than slaves building the pyramids. You're not going to see that. Prediction number 3 is that we will see the return of god cards. Prediction number 2, Amonkhet is going to lead not, as many have suggested, to New Phyrexia again, but instead back to Dominara. My number 1 prediction, and the one I feel most confident in this block, we will see the reprinting of Damnation at last. Now, it can either be as a card within the proper set itself, which is the correct way to do it, or we may see it as the cowardly way to do it, which would be as a masterpiece. So what do I predict for Ixalan? How about this for a start? No world in peril. Considering we just came from the Hour of Devastation, the depressing misery of destruction, where even the gods themselves died in pain, I think Ixalan is going to finally be the set where the entire world is not at stake, and we can focus on, I don't know, characters, exploration, adventure. Maybe there's a town in trouble or something small like that. Sure, I mean, we hear that this is going to be about finding the lost city of Orazka, so maybe that city is what lies in the balance, or perhaps the stakes might even be more internal and moral. I mean, we've been told already that Orazka has been hidden, that this is the city of gold that everyone is searching for. We know Vraska is going to be one of the leads, so maybe through dealing with a story of treasure, riches, and gold, the conflict will be of moral and ethical issues. Vraska, a victim herself of encroaching outside forces, is now forced to confront themes of isolationism and colonialism, exploitation. Maybe we see Vraska go from more of a one-note evil, villainous character to someone with depth and complexity. Eat your heart out, Tezzeret. Either way, I predict that this is going to be the block of discovery and adventure. Yay! Where the entire plane is not in peril. All right, the next prediction is a bit of an obvious one. We know that Ixalan is a set that features dinosaurs. We know it features pirates. So, of course, I predict a return to tribal matters and tribal-based mechanics. But pirates and dinosaurs also lead me to believe something else. else, because these are unusual tribes, and so I don't think we're going to see merfolk and goblins and elves and those traditional tribes be a big part of Ixalan, but rather that this set will build upon the unlikely and unexpected tribes. Think professions or unusual creature types. Well, I guess think dinosaurs and pirates, and then expand from there. We may even see a combination of creature and professions playing a role. And along these lines, I think we're going to see the ever-popular return of lords and tribal-based spells and tribal effects. Hopefully, not only does this make Standard really fun, but maybe we'll even get some good stuff for Commander. Legendary Pirate Lord, Legendary Dinosaur Lord, please, Wizards, and Legendary Dinosaur Pirate Lord for my Dinosaur Pirate EDH. Yes, please. All right, prediction number 3. I am going to skip ahead of the set of Ixalan itself just a bit, but considering the way Wizards hypes and starts spoiling sets well in advance, if I don't make this prediction now, it'll be too late by the time Ixalan wraps up. And that prediction is that we will see only one set on Dominaria, followed by 3 sets linked together on the same plane, and that this returning plane is going to be somewhere I'm going to call corporate safe. What do I mean by corporate safe? Well, I mean a plane that sounds to the boardroom like a surefire hit, no risk at all. And I think that the most likely and thematically resonant choice to follow Dominaria would be New Phyrexia or, old original Phyrexia? Nah, that's asking too much. New Phyrexia. If not that, what's another safe one for the boardroom? Maybe Ravnica. I'm sure that that's considered a safe bet. But if we are going to see 3 sets in a row on the same plane, please, please, please not Theros. I don't think I could sit through another 3 sets on Theros again. But yes, we're definitely going to just have 1 on Dominaria, followed by 3 somewhere else. They're mixing it up. All right, my next prediction is about gameplay. Since Ixalan is about searching for gold and treasure, I wondered, what is treasure in terms of gameplay? What does that mean to the player if we want to accumulate wealth and treasure? And I see that as tempo advantage. And so prediction number 4 is that these mechanics in the set will be heavily tempo based, gaining advantage through card draw, let's say, perhaps mana acceleration. I think we'll see these sort of mechanics, something similar to Investigate from Shadows over Innistrad. Drawing cards is what I mean, or those Eldrazi Scions, which could be sacrificed for mana. Magic just loves to tie themes and flavor to their mechanics, and gaining and acquiring wealth and seeking fortune to me can only be through gaining tempo, gaining those extra cards, gaining that extra mana acceleration. Heck, a new Investigate-like mechanic giving us, I don't know, gold ingots instead of clue tokens, but still based around card draw would be very in flavor, don't you think? I sure do. All right, if I'm going to be completely honest here, my number 1 prediction is one that has already bit me on the behind, but I am going to double down on it here. That's right. Mark this as a double bet, meaning that if I lose, then I lose 2 points when I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I get 2 points if I'm correct. And that prediction is the return, yes, I'm saying it again, the return of colorless mana matters. Look, the colorless mana matters of Zendikar was a lot of work. They redesigned an entire mana symbol, oracled every card to reflect that ugly little diamond, introduced a new type of basic land, made sure to continue with that new symbol on all cards going into the future. All of this is a lot of effort for what is only so far a 1-block gimmick. No, they're not going to leave it at that. It's coming back, and I think it's coming back soon, much to my own chagrin in that I was never a big fan of it. But I think long-term, the goal is still going to be to implement colorless mana as a more regularly recurring part of the game. Not all the time present, but often. And in order to do this, they have to bring it back in another set first, and I think Ixalan is just the set to do it. And I really hope I am wrong on that last prediction and lose those 2 points, but we're just going to have to wait and see. What do you think? I really want to hear your predictions for the block. In fact, here's a question. What do you want to see, and how does it differ from what you expect to see? I hope very much this video has been of some interest to you. You can help me out by remembering to like, share, subscribe, or just by leaving a comment. Big things are indeed coming soon, and they have only been made possible thanks to the support of our patron alums over at Patreon. So if you want to keep Tolarian Community College going and growing strong, be sure to check out patreon.com/Tolarian Community College. And this program was made possible thanks to a sponsorship from Card Kingdom, as well as the Patreon support of viewers such as you. So thank you.